Hello, how are you? Oh my Lord. That's so funny. The universe is hilarious. Flying out of these insecurities and fears or diving right into them so that you can get married. Married. I just heard married, like that movie. So that's pretty funny. Everyone's fighting through their insecurities. Get married. Why is there always some kind of a sound going on in the background of these? Okay, we're going to look into the feminine's energy first, just like we did last week, because I think it's beneficial for you to be able to kind of get the buy-in first as a feminine. And then, once you know that this is, that's where I'm at, then you can take a look at the masculines. And if you might find that you're not in this space currently, but then if you check back like in a couple weeks or a month or so, you'll watch the reading again and you'll be like, okay, I'm there now. I'm there now. So let me check out where my masculine's at, on the other side of this. So that might be kind of fun to, think about and experiment with. All right. I don't know if that's a song. If it was, then that means something to you. I can feel you guys while you're watching this. It's so funny. All right, feminines. Oh, I just got quit wasting time. Feminines. You can't be sitting around waiting. You cannot be sitting around waiting for this person. You gotta be getting on with your life purpose. Do not delay. Don't wait for your masculine to show up before you start doing what you need to be doing to make your own dreams come true. If you need to move. If you need to, don't even consider him in the equation necessarily, unless he's talking to you. If he's talking to you, you guys can work together as a team. But unless he's talking to you, then you do your own thing. Unless this person is in your life and he or she has stopped ghosting you and they're actually, communicating, you guys are actually in a commitment, full steam ahead into whatever it is you want. And like I've said often, you're aligning with your happiness by going after your dreams, both the masculine and the feminine. It ultimately leads to one another. So don't ever worry that you're making a wrong decision. If you're following your life's path and what you're feeling called to, if you're listening to your, if you're following your dreams and trying to make your own dreams come true, you're going to be led to your person. You will somehow, you won't be able to get them out of your head. You won't be able to get them out of, you'll be haunted. You'll be haunted until you do something about it. You'll have to move again. You'll have to, whatever it is, you'll get a course correction until you get it right, until you guys come together. So don't worry about it. We put a lot of pressure on ourselves that way sometimes, but there is no wrong. There's no wrong. Just do you, boo. Well, the feminines definitely have their masculine on the brain, of course, and they're trying to go away from their worries and insecurities and fears about why he's not reaching out, why he's not doing anything. I do these readings on those that are in separation. So as I've mentioned so many times before, I'll mention it again. As people slough off and come into union, meaning they come into a relationship with that person that's a true love counterpart, whether it be, a soulmate, a twin flame, a soul flame, any of those. I have a video, different types of true love if you want to check that out. But basically, these readings are geared toward those that are still being ghosted, still in separation. So, and that does not necessarily mean that your masculine is narcissistic. It means that he's tending to his own things right now. Yes, it would be nice if he would just say that, but just know that he is taking care of his own matters, and he doesn't need you at this point in time either taking any responsibility for what he's going through. Like, he's trying to spare you from having to feel like it was your fault that he did anything. He wants to make his decisions on his own. And it also means that they're kind of growing up and maturing on their own to be the man that he knows that you deserve. So, don't just blurt out that he's a narcissist because he's ghosting you. That's not necessarily true. It's more true that he's scared and he's trying to do what he can to build up to be the man you want him to be. So, but this has caused a lot of worry for her. Like, I don't understand why he's not talking to me. I just don't get it. It's, so she's trying to go away to calmer waters, whether it be like going out and having fun and having a good time and getting her mind totally on something else, or meditating. I recommend Eckhart Tolle's A New Earth. It's a really good book for like really getting in the moment, learning how to be the observer. Mooji's good at helping you that. Gangaji's good at that. So, this is where she's steering her boat, is where she feels safest and where she feels good. So take care of yourselves, girls or guys. She's also feeling called to go forward into this bright future. She's really feeling it. Many feminines at this time have a knowingness. They just have a feeling that it's happening. She knows it's happening. It's like the angels have told her. She knows there's a big past life history here that she's been tapping into, maybe even having dreams about, or purposely like going in to past life regressions and things, trying to figure out like, what are the blockages here? I have a quick or a relationship, a twin flame check-in that I've been doing lately, where I tap into people's past lives for them. I mean, usually that's what happens when I tap into spirit and do my light language blessing for you guys. But, they're discovering some of these past life blockages that have been affecting their partnership. So they're rising up, and it's like, I know what I'm being called to. And I really want this situation to balance out so that we can have our bright future already, and just get vulnerable with each other and spill our cups to each other. Those cups are love, emotion, feelings. It's like, can we, and what, I actually feel a degree of, I don't care what I look like anymore. Like, I'm not feeling insecure about my body. Look at her. She's just like, if he was there, there's a feeling of like not caring anymore. I know that the feminines have really dealt with a lot of insecurities and things and body issues and things because they're getting ignored, and they're like, what is the karmic prettier than me? What is so enticing about that karmic? And it's not that. I feel the masculines like strongly disagreeing right now. Like, that's not what's going on. A lot of them that were with these karmic partners, they were with them because they had to battle their own demons, basically. They had to learn not to make money their focus, or to learn not to make looks their entire focus, or they were just going with what was easy and what they could control, or what they felt they deserved, is to be beat up all the time or bossed around by this person. So they're, the masculines have cut that karmic away and had success and victory in that. And I know this isn't the masculines cards, but it's just, a little universe is saying. So, and she's also wanting to have, victory about speaking her truth to him. She wants justice in this situation. She wants to feel good about, even like, to tell those people who were saying, no, he's not good. He's not any good for you. If he's ignoring you, go with some other guy who will give you the attention you deserve, or blah, blah, blah. She is like, set some boundaries with those people, and she's not even having those people in her life anymore. And also they're going to psychics who are twin flames, not ones that are going to give them false information because they don't know what they're doing or what they're talking about. Like a typical psychic would say, oh, don't go with that one. That one's ignoring you. Are you kidding me? Like, you deserve better than that. Go with this guy who's coming at you. And little does the psychic know that this other person is a total karmic and will give you the runaround. Or, so it's like she's learning to decipher it and discern. And she's wanting to speak her truth to that masculine and even feel victory over some of this and just be like, you know what? You were a naysayer, but I knew it. I knew to believe in him, and here he is, And so she's going to want to tell some of those people that, that they were right, to listen to their intuitions. So what she's thinking about is partnering up with him somehow, or being a partner with him. And she's real clear about that. She's clear about what she wants now, and she's clear about wanting to communicate that truth to him, and even wanting to communicate that she wants to partner up with him. Now, this partnering could be working together. It could be working on a project together. It could be working in the same atmosphere together. It could be, sky's the limit in terms of what you guys could work on together. But in the back of her mind, she's just like, or maybe the forefront of her mind, she's like, I want to work with you. Let's build something together. Let's make something together. I've been talking to a lot of feminines who are building their own business and with their masculine in mind. I know I said do your own thing, but at the same time, it's like if you're building a website and you have an idea, you may as well kind of, if you know that he's going to be involved with a certain aspect of the business, because some of this I'm starting to foresee. Go ahead and create his aspect or something like that. Like, there's one feminine, and I encouraged her to make one of her pages, not all of them, but one of the pages about kind of like what she could see him doing in their business together, and kind of just put it all in a page that she could present to him when he actually finally shows up. And I thought that was a really cool idea that Spirit gave her. So the situation is always different, but they're wanting to come together. And I do also kind of see this as a marriage card as well. I feel like she's getting more clear also about these suitors. If she's got guys that she's been, taking a look at, it's like she's become more clear. She's become more solid about listening to her own intuition and who best to partner with, and what she wants in a partner. And she's becoming she wants to be. She doesn't want anybody coming as a manipulator or a player or anything like that. Anybody sneaky. She doesn't want any sneaky behavior. She wants an offer. Even if it's just a little offer. Even if it's just, just a text or a phone call or just something to kind of just get back in touch with each other, or just show that they care. She's wanting to get away from any of this hidden energy and bring things to light. It's like bringing things to light that were hidden. This isn't her heart. It's like, can we get away from any kind of lies and deceit? Can you admit you want to be more than friends? Can you, in that movie yesterday, just give me the offer. Let's just talk and get on the same page. And also she's anticipating in her heart space that he's going to sneak up anytime and surprise her. She knows it. She can feel it. She can sense it. So, that's funny. She can sense that new beginning. I didn't even see this in there. So she has a knowingness, an intuitive knowingness that there's a new beginning about to happen with someone. She's not quite sure who this is going to be yet, possibly. She might be clear about what she wants. She might be even using the law of attraction to make that happen. She may be really passionate about someone, but she's open, she's receptive, she's soft like her, she's just like, I'm going to be in this soft, feminine, receptive energy, enjoying this time and feeling passionate about certain things and feeling optimistic and faithful and hopeful about some things. But I really kind of want the cat to come out of the bag already and for some mysteries to be made known. Hang on a minute. I got a ringing in my ear. basically, it's like the mysteries are going to be made known. You guys are going to have communication. You guys are going to have a new beginning and new communication. That yellow is all what? Okay. So what? They're playing with me. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's interesting. They're saying to listen to elementals. I know I don't talk about that very often. I kind of talked about that in the Lighthouse Alert this week, a couple weeks ago. It'll be a couple weeks ago when you see this. Watch those Lighthouse Alerts. Yeah, elementals. They're saying it again. So anyway, what do they have to do with secrets, you guys? The elementals are working behind the scenes to bring you guys together. By elementals, that means like all the mythical creatures you guys think don't exist actually do. Even leprechauns, unicorns, I sigh because I'm just like, I have to be their advocate. If no one else will. I have to like be the sane, logical person who actually talks about unicorns and fairies and things. But they do exist. They do. I've seen so much proof and evidence. It's unbelievable, you guys. They really are out there, and they really are there to help you. They're like, oh, yay, she's saying it. So, you know, if you are drawn to animals and plants especially, then you're going to have a lot of fairies working with you. If you're in need of money, work with leprechauns. If you need protection, unicorns, figure out some kind of mystical or mythical creature that you can ask for help from, even angels and things like that, to help you decipher, help you discern, help you enhance your abilities, help you with your life purpose, help you with your masculine, like, you name it. But these secrets are coming out right now, guys, for this new beginning to happen. That you guys are going to talk about things that have needed to be discussed for some time. Also, I feel like this is a mistress and this is the karmic. So, and that's in the action space. So, the karmic has really been on the feminine's brain. And by feminine, I that can be a male or female, but she's really wanting to know the truth as to what happened with that karmic. She's wanting to kind of get to the bottom of it and to feel some resolution with that and move on. She also wants to know that karmic is gone. She wants justice. While he was with her, she was thinking, you know what are you doing with my man? She knew the truth. She knew who, and that karmic knew too. That karmic's like, I think he belongs to someone else. I think he's in love with somebody else. But she chose to ignore that. She chose to say, well, I don't care though. I want him for his money, for whatever. And the feminine's like, you know what? I want justice in this situation. This isn't right. Some of these karmics have purposely tried to get pregnant and trick their masculines, or get even pregnant by another guy and play it off like it's theirs. If you're a masculine watching this and your karmic gets pregnant or has gotten pregnant, I would get a test. And this also is contracts, so that's paperwork too. Get a test because you love your feminine. Anyway, so she's wanting justice in this situation, and she's wanting to tell the karmic, he loves me. He's my man. Not like staking a claim, but it's just like, it, there's a knowingness in your heart that you're with the wrong person. So quit trying to force the situation and let him go. Let him come to me. She wants justice there, and she's getting it. A lot of these masculines have already left, and I've been hearing these reports. And like, even people who are just like, no, he'd never leave her. He'd never leave her. They're calling their feminines and saying, guess what? I'm living on my own right now. They're not exactly going right into a relationship, but they're letting her know, I'm going to be available soon. Once I lick my wounds, I'm going to be available soon. So this is really happening. And these are from feminines who are just like you, who are doubting. I don't know if he'll ever leave. I don't know if he'll ever break that spell that she put him under. the karmic pretended to love him. She was like, but I love you. And it was just like, no, you don't. No, you don't. You just want what you want. You want to win. And you want to be the one that ends up on top. So, these feminines have been coming into their power, though. They're becoming more emotionally mature so that they can, they've been going through their own deciphering process. So, and they are also feeling like everybody wants justice in the situation. Everybody just wants justice and they don't want to ignore anymore. They've trusted in divine timing, and she's tried so hard. She's been so dissatisfied for so long. These feminines have just been sitting there waiting against this tree for that cup to be offered. Maybe some of you feminines aren't even going to notice that there's even being a cup offered anymore because you're so used to being ignored that it's like this cup comes to you and you're just like, huh? And your friend has to be like, he's totally, hitting on you. He's totally like, trying to tell you how he feels. Nah, yeah, seriously, look at the cup. See it. Look up at the cup. So, some of you may be getting an offer from out of nowhere. It may really surprise you right in the middle of your pouting and sitting there going, he's never going to come. I've been sitting here for hours. My butt is numb. Here it comes. Out from behind the tree, out from where she couldn't see. She's looking at the 3 cups. 3 cups represents a third party. She's sitting there with her arms crossed because she's like, this is an injustice. It's not fair. She's looking at those 3 cups. I just want temperance. I want resolution. I want reconciliation. I've been sitting here trusting in divine timing all this time, believing what the angels have been telling me, all the signs and synchronicities. I was sitting here dissatisfied. And then here comes this cup. So girls, get ready. Girls, get ready for this cup to come. Resolution is coming, and the angels have been telling you the truth. Don't think that they're just playing games with your head, That certainly would seem like someone's playing with your head. Can you imagine if a cup just comes floating at you out of nowhere? That's love. That's a cup of love. So this, this could be a miracle. I just felt like a cup being offered by the angel itself. I wonder what that means. Angel itself delivering a cup. Oh, that just confirms that message from earlier when that elemental popped in. It's like you guys are being supported behind the scenes by it's a spiritual journey, and you guys are being supported in this coming together, and the angels are like behind these men and women, these masculines, just pushing. Go talk to her. You guys got to get on the same page. You guys need to, express your feelings. You guys need to just get over this really awkward, hard part, no matter what happens. Gosh, it just makes me think of that movie Yesterday again, because you could just see that buildup of emotion in both of them. And it's like, it can be so hard to express that to each other. So, but do it because the angels are like pushing you to. So the feminines are like, they're building their fortune, they're building, their business, they're on their life purpose, and they're going forward very carefully, slowly but surely. They know they're in a new beginning. They know they've closed a chapter of their lives and they're walking into a brand new one or riding into a brand new one with this coin. And she's headed for security, no matter how that comes, no matter where she ends up living or what guy she ends up with or where she, no matter what, she is headed for security, a foundation, a new home, a new sense of community and belonging. And she wants stability. So she's going to have stability, whether it's with you, masculine, or another masculine. So this is what she wants, and this is what she's going to get. And she's a master manifester who is going to, end up with that. No matter how she needs to do it, she's going to be using her discernment as to what her brightest future is. She doesn't want to end up in a situation like she was in before, where she'll end up having to get a divorce. She wants to get married, and she wants it to last a really long time. So, some masculine, oh, that's funny. Some feminines are getting a divorce too, so that they can make themselves available for the masculines. Some masculines have been waiting for the feminines to make a move in terms of sometimes the masculine and the feminine are both married, and the masculine doesn't want to feel responsible for the feminine having left her husband, so the feminine needs to leave, because the feminine is more advanced spiritually. She needs to believe in herself and take that first step to get out of that situation if that's what she's in. So no, I don't think that's it. Okay. So, all right, now the masculines. If that resonated for you as a feminine, then, ooh. This card was just like the only one facing the wrong direction just now when I went to shuffle. Justice. Justice is divorces, balancing out, having the right thing happen in the situation that you feel like the situation is an injustice, and you're wanting the right thing to happen. Rectifying a situation that you feel is wrong. Being really balanced, balancing things out, bringing peace to a situation. Getting asleep after a time of like tossing and turning over this whole thing. I think that's for the masculines and the feminines. Ooh. Okay. The masculines are trying to figure out a way to break through their own self-sabotage and take action in the situation. Okay. Where are the masculines at this week, please, Spirit? Oh, wow. Oh, whoa. Whoa. I don't know which one's first. How was that? Okay. Thank you. Oops. Boy, these cards are just like trying to jump out here. Oh, well. Oh. Wow. All right. Well, bottom of the deck. They're heartbroken, you guys. They want to be your husband. They do. If they were sitting there like scared of commitment and they were kind of like looking off and like, I don't want commitment. I just want to be friends or whatever. They were doing that. Their heart is breaking over doing that. And they're tired of it and they want to reconcile. They want to take a look at why they've been doing that and they want to fix it. They want to mend their broken heart with you. And he's like thinking maybe that money isn't as important as I've been making it. Maybe I need to like set that coin down for a minute and to really focus on my heart and healing our situation and reconciling. Maybe I need to stop being such a victim. Maybe I've been the wounded warrior in love before, but now I'm more secure and grounded and mature. Now I can handle a marriage. Now that I've gotten, now that I've tended to all of my bruises and wounds and things of the past, now that I've licked my wounds, I can now be the man that she wants me to be, and I can rush in to heal the heart. And he could be being really stern and strong with that karmic person to keep them in the past. I just felt like a big feeling of like, hell no, she's not even in my life anymore. Don't even mention her anymore. It's like, she's out. She's out. So, and he's manifesting, having that woman in his life that matches him. This is the counterpart for the King of Pentacles. This is the Queen. Oh, they're looking at each other. Oh, he's looking at her and she's just looking down, all sad. Oh, he's trying to manifest bringing her into his life. He's like, I'm tired of just looking at you. We need to be in each other's lives. Wow. He's even having signs and synchronicities and things, like he may be dreaming about her as well. He has a knowingness just like she does. He was ignoring it for a while, but he can't take it anymore. He needs this new beginning and this happy family to happen. In fact, he's really determined to make that happen. He's been loyal to her. Even if he had a karmic, there was a part of him that was totally belonged to his feminine, and he was loyal to her. He was like with this other woman, like looking off in the distance at his feminine. So, all right. What he's thinking about is going into this connection he has with her, knowing that she is his true love and wanting to be really wise, like wanting not to necessarily rush into it, but to just, reflect a lot so that he can offer her, bring back that sweet connection that they had a long time ago. Like, how do I fix all the harm that I've caused? I just felt the title, Doreen Virtue's book, Don't Let Anyone Dull Your Sparkle, or something like that. He's like, I've dulled her sparkle. I was the one who put that star in a cage and used her as my lantern. And I appreciate that, but how do I safely let her out of this lantern without her blinding me? Like, she's going to shoot up in the sky and it's going to light up the whole sky when I let her out of there. Like, how am I going to handle that? He knows this is such an incredible connection. There's a Leo involved here, or lion energy. It's almost like leopard print on him, that he's wearing leopard print too. Maybe a leopard is your spirit animal, or lions, or some kind of like big animals. She's drenched in communication and purity, that white and blue. She's been clearing her throat chakra because there's blue here too. So is he. Anyway, so he's wanting to connect with her again, but he's just wanting to be wise about how he does it. And he's taking a good look at now she's up in the sky, lighting up the sky. And look at him looking at her. Whoa. Look at her up there. She's lighting up everything. It's almost like daytime down here. It's funny. And then this little crawdad's going, you're not leaving me out of this. You're not leaving me out. I'm included in this too. And he's like, I don't think so. I'm just focused on that moon. I don't know who that would be. Maybe that's one of her suitors or something. He's just like, I'm going to get there first. And there's all this emotion. This one's like drowning in emotion. She just needs to go back in the water where she belongs and go find a crawdad. Anyway, so he's breaking past these insecurities and fears. He's passing that test. Remember that movie, The Never-Ending Story? He's passing that. Look at him. He's like feeling like courageous here. He's going to run down that trail. This is the one I'm talking about. He's going to run down that trail, and he's going to beat out this other dude, and he's going to run down that trail, and he's going to pass that test with total confidence. He's going to walk through those 2 pillars and be like, I made it. And this is what he made it to. And this is in his heart space. So he's wanting that family. Even if he didn't, even if he was like afraid of commitment, he is seeing the benefit in it now. Double income, lots of security, a feel of family, a feel of somebody always being there for you. He's wanting it all. He's wanting to see all that life has to offer him, and with a partner in tow that's going to have his back and help him to be strong in those weak moments and be there for him when he needs them. He needs her the most, or him, or whatever. Oh, see, I told you he was all brave. I spread all these cards out, but I don't remember what I lay down until I get to like the next column. See, he's feeling like bold and brave, and he's going to go get her. He's going to go after her. He's going to flaunt his feathers, however, do any kind of dance he needs to win her over. Because these angels have been calling to him. Look at this, with the angels calling to him again. It's like he can feel. Remember we said that with the feminines, I think that was the feminines, where these angels are like pushing him. He's feeling that. He might be even feeling the past life history between you guys. He may be even looking into past life regressions and stuff. Cool. Either way, though, he's feeling that this angel's like, I feel that angel's like blaring that trumpet right in his ear. And he's like, all right, I hear you already. I'm going. And he's going to, sometimes this is known as the player card. Maybe back when he was, maybe that's why he's practicing wisdom and getting past his fears and insecurities, because he used to be a player. He used to just sleep with girls and, just get off on having a lot of sex and feeling like he was like the king that way. And now he's going to become a new kind of king, like a true love king. And the angels are calling him out of that ugly energy, that dark energy of fear and insecurity. Oh, I have to go sleep with people to feel good about myself. I have to have somebody really pretty on my arm. Like, whatever those insecurities were that he felt like he had to, I have to make up for my insecurities by being with somebody that makes me feel like a man. It's like his definition has changed of being a man now. A man is somebody who has integrity, who gives equally to their partner, who shows bravery and courage in going forth and being a family and flourishing in every way that he possibly can and getting past those fears and insecurities, listening to angelic guidance and elemental guidance and all that kind of crazy stuff. So his definition of a man has changed. And he knows that that's closing out a chapter in his life and beginning a new chapter where he can really be himself finally. Oh, look at that. He's got all those like little animals around him and stuff, all these elementals, these like animal spirit guides and things. He's relying on them maybe. He's found his place in the world with her, and he feels like, oh, I feel like swinging, like that he wants to go like swing in the park with her. He wants this to balance out and for you guys to go forward into the bright future that she's lit up in the night. The chapter is closed. The old chapter is closed. We're closing out. And it's full steam ahead. This guy can't be stopped. This guy right here. He's balanced his feminine and masculine with the black and the white lions or whatever those are. What's the background? Huh. Okay, so I just see that star, or it's like a sunflower star thing on his forehead, and then the stars on this thing, the blue with the stars on it. I feel like he's like cloaked in her. Look how determined he is, and he's like cloaked in her, driving forward. It's like he believes what she believes now, or something like that. Yeah, interesting. And he's got his armor on, ready to battle anybody who's, would try to stop him. And he's got blue wings on that chariot. Communication. He knows communication is going to drive this forward. So he's going to communicate. Working very hard to create that foundation for her. He doesn't want her to go to someone else. He's like, I will provide it. I will do it. I'm gonna step it up, and I'm going to work really hard and make the effort finally to start building this foundation with her. I want us to like raise our hands up like that and celebrate and be like, yes. So he's been picturing that. He's been stacking his money. He's been putting away his money. He's been saving as much as he could. And I think he's finally just got to the point where he's like, I'll never have enough. I've been using this as an excuse. I've been working really, really hard and just using it as an excuse to not go into marriage. But now it's time that I start using this for marriage, for commitment, for a foundation, for a home, for a family, for those things that I've wanted. Like how long am I going to work this hard, keeping myself distracted from living my life with the woman that I love? Good. So over here is a note from the universe. He used to see himself as unworthy. he used to see himself as beneath you somehow. And she does that too. They both feel insecure about each other. They both are like, I'm not good enough. He's way too good looking. And he's like, you know, she's way too good. She's way too sweet. She's way too mature. You know, and she's like, some of these feminines are a little afraid too that some of these masculines seem so good looking to the feminines that they're like worried that he'll constantly be hit on and stuff. And so she's like, I want to deal with that. That's going to be hard. You know, there's all these insecurities that they go through, feeling unequal to each other, but they're getting over that. And they're just going into it carefully, you know. And he's going to make her that offer, a solid offer. He's just trying to be careful. This isn't slow, you guys. This is careful. This is well thought out. You know, he's really done a good job of stacking up all that money, and he's done a good job of balancing out his insecurities and fears and things so that he can feel like an equal to you. And he does want to reach out to you and balance those scales and you know, bring reconciliation to you guys. And I just feel such a feeling of like, he's so certain by the time he gets to this offer that it just feels solid. There's no fickleness here in the future as a little wink. It's like, if you guys just, feminines, if you're watching this, like, let it take as much time as it needs, because it's going to be worth it. And this offer is like really a beautiful gift from God. And you'll know it when you see it, you know, when he arrives like this, you're going to know this moment and you're going to be like, okay, I can trust this. It's the moment when he finally says, you know, I love you. I really do. I really want a future with you. And I feel scared as heck, but you know, let's talk about it. Let's do what we need to do to go forward, but I'm not leaving your side again. And just hold my hand and we'll get through this together. You know, it's a together. This feels like a togetherness. I'm offering you my heart. So even though that's a coin, but the coin is like material. It's like real. It's like what's happening in the 3D, no more 5D fluff. It's like something like, I'm here for you. You can always text me. You can always call me and I will pick up as soon as I can, or I will like respond to you quickly. We will continue to talk about our future, what we could do. I know I don't want to lose you. I know you're the one for me. Let's just, you know, this could even be a proposal in a lot of cases. But it's like he's serious. This has a feeling of him being like totally certain and serious. So pretty cool. All right. If this totally resonated with you, I feel like I just was in a whole other, I don't know, whole other planet or something for a minute there. If this resonated with you, I'm going to do the extended version now. It's $11. I use oracle cards. I do some more channeling, get more messages from spirit, and do a light language blessing as well for $11. And the link's just below this video. So, all right. Have a beautiful day, you guys. And we'll talk to you next week. Bye.